yeah, I'll probably win.
All right. Okay.
It was kind of one of those. I was like, there's no really passion here.
Yeah. No out and out. This is mine. I'm taking it easily. Right.
I think these guys are both very respectful players. No real massive grudges here, but really looking forward to this fight. We have a best 3 out of 5 for the 1v1 $10,000 PvP championship. Let's throw things back over to Bodhi and Ian to cast Monni versus parB.
Well, we're jumping straight into this one. We just have 3 seconds left to start the match begins. Let's jump straight in. We have Monni versus parB, best of 5 for the final of the 1 versus 1 $10,000 PvP championship.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very interesting game. The first thing I checked there is if any players have brought anything hidden up their sleeve for this final round. It's looking like they are going with exactly the gear setup that has brought them the success to bring them to this final gear. Monni with the Armadillo chain skirt and the twisted buckler, whereas we have parB also with the twisted buckler, but also with the Darok plate legs for that extra bit of tank. Yeah, and both opting for the AGS as their spec weapon. As we said before, you get that extra AGS whack in there, and so far so good. I mean, both members down to 16 food each, both using the tactic of trying their best to keep their supplies nice and high in terms of their brews, so their mage level doesn't drop too much. Already fighting 1v1. Who's going to take it, guys? Don't forget to let us know who's going to take the victory. Currently, on Twitter, it's already 80% in favor of Monni. People think he's going to win. First, they just think of, oh my god, he almost died already. I spoke too soon. 63. That was like a 65 HP combo, wasn't it? If he hit that, he would have died straight away, Adam. That was almost parB taking
oh my god, 72. That's such a good start.
This is parB, known for KOing, I believe it was Cyber Cancer earlier on in the quarterfinals. If he got the 72 spec on the first one, Monni would have lost the first round already. This is the best of 5. Game 1 right now, 0-0. Almost 1-0 in favor of parB, even though there was no kill there. He just dealt, I believe it was 135 damage combined between those 2 special attacks. That is a lot gone. Monni retaliating, I believe, with 2 zeros. A huge advantage right now for parB. Can he keep this going?
Yeah, I mean, right now, this has been potentially like the fastest fight we've seen in the 1v1. So in the final, so much damage being output in such a short amount of time. Aegis coming out here for parB, I believe. Swing, hitting the 30, not doing too much damage. Monni, luckily seeing that coming, put the Protect melee up, and doing a really good job of staying in this. Right now, inventories, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Anglerfish and 3 brews for Monni. We have, for parB, 3 Anglerfish and 7 Anglerfish and 3 brews. So very similar supplies. Now, we've seen this tactic used a lot before. parB standing under his opponent, walking out sideways so that Monni can't use that AGS swing that he needs to use. 24 through his prayer, though, showing that Monni's gear is, in fact, very strong. That accuracy is absolutely destroying parB right now.
Again, a retaliation from parB, though, hitting the 22 through Monni's prayer. The bolts, a lot of people saying that actually range is the dominant damage in this tournament. Magic, of course, can hit very well. 32 with the Onyx bolt there, healing, I believe, Monni slightly. The damage going through the Dark plate legs not really proving to be that tanky right now. The Armadillo Godsword swinging for a bit of small damage there, but it does look like Monni is leading slightly with the food advantage. Going back to what parB spec'd earlier, he was forcing Monni to instantly drink those brews, so the imbued heart bonus Monni would have been running with from the start, instantly taken away.
Yeah, but straight off the bat, actually, even despite that being taken like, what, 100+ damage from parB, he's actually up food somehow. He's been working really well, and now he's using parB's tactic against him, standing up underneath him, trying not to take any unnecessary damage. Both at 40% spec right now, sitting on about 8, 9 food. Monni looks like he's slightly in the lead. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Anglerfish and 3 food, whereas parB has 6 Anglerfish and only 1.5 brews. So, I mean, slight advantage, not much in it right now. And Monni utilizing the mage much more than he has in the past. Unfortunately, an AGS going in there. Do you want to talk a bit about the AGS and the reason for using it?
Well, mainly jumping into what you said about Monni using the magic more often. This is the time where his opponents were in Dark plate legs and not the Armadillo chain skirt.
Exactly.
So his mage defense is quite a bit low. Unfortunately, it's 0 DADS. Traded with a 36 with the bolt there. 18 swing as well. It's quite good. But Monni might be trying to utilize magic more here because the mage defense of his opponent is probably much lower than other people that he's fought so far in the tournament. This may make Monni's mage accuracy or damage actually more than his range.
I just got shown a clip of actually Monni's stream right now. If you want to salute him at the same time, go say hi. His concentration face is so intense right now. This is $10,000. This is the best of 5 PvP championship. Just to remind you guys, currently food-wise, parB slightly under a little bit of Monni, and Monni going to take this first win potentially. parB's got spec, although Monni doesn't. It's looking in favor to him. parB trying to fake you out and Monni going for the Aegis spec. Wow, that was really well timed. Put on the Prey melee, hit a 40. So, I mean, still a very good hit for parB, very lucky combo. But, oh my god, a 48 as well there on the Ancestral Robes, I think that was. Monni's going to do something special here to try and come back. 33 barrage, and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. 17 as well. Oh my gosh, parB is just dealing so much damage to Monni right now, and Monni trying his best to get his stats back up again, and now he's on the back burner.
Yeah, parB with a huge comeback there, getting a lot of damage, and Monni's AGS not really doing much justice for him with these swings, but again, maybe the double armadillo, the actual decrease in the accuracy might be affecting that quite a lot. But right now, parB just got a lot of damage, and he must be on fire right now. He must be really, really concentrating, knowing he's still in this fight. If anything, he might think he's in the lead. The amount of damage he just dealt there, over 100 damage in just 5-6 seconds of the fight, crucial, and potentially could lead this to parB taking the victory in round 1 of this best of 5.
As I said before as well, this tactic that we've seen parB use so many times, walking underneath, Monni has now utilized it himself, using Blood Barrages to get his HP just a little bit higher, switching into the range, so he plays range, but actually taking his mage out. Unfortunately there, doing a little bit of a staff bash, still doing damage though, it's not too bad. Taking his helmet off to try and get that extremely high mage bonus to get those extra big hits in against the Dark Plague Legs. Right now, spec-wise, we have 30% spec for both players. Once that hits 50, we have more KO potential. Might see another 70 from parB if he gets lucky with his RNG specs. Maybe Monni can get a good one too. He needs to hit back now. He has 5 food remaining. He has 3 anglerfish, 2 doses of brew. parB, on the other hand, has 4 anglerfish, 1 dose of brew. Very, very even right now, Adam.
Yeah, parB has actually not touched any of his supplies for quite a while. He has been doing a lot of damage and taking almost nothing in return. I believe Monni may have just got, Monni just got frozen here in the spot. So Monni might be competing under a bit of pressure here because, again, they have to predict the attack style of their opponent with all 3 currently running and almost AGS specs on both people right now. We have 88% of people in favor of Monni winning this. Can he get the first round to keep that going? Or is parB going to take this? The damage from parB right now is incredible. Monni is going to have to keep the concentration coming in. He gets frozen in place of 30 barrage. It's not looking very good for him. The AGS hits a 0. That could have been the end for Monni.
Yeah,
he's running no food left. 58 hit points at 32 AGS. It looks like parB is going to be taking round 1 of this best of 5.
Well, I mean, Monni's got a spec lack. He can come back. He's got parB's got 4 food remaining, all being anglerfish and 1 dose of brew. Monni right now having to do something special. He has to get a freeze, has to stand underneath. Can't be trading hits like this because he will hit through prayer. And he managed to do so. He got the freeze. Now it's all the case of specking, mind games, trying to get the right prayers off at the right time. And just like there we go. Monni gets a hit off, doesn't get hit in return. Unfortunately there, wrong prayers, 0. Tanked it. Very lucky against parB. AGS 0 versus a 49 swing. A good fight. Monni. parB takes the first round. 1-0 to him in this best of 5 series.
1-0. This is what we want to see. Everybody, 88% of people in favor of Monni right now. We've just had confirmation from Umari that Finnish PKs are the best PKs. Monni falling huge damage as well. I think it was parB with the huge AGS specs at the start, and then the huge swings that were going from each player there. That was good, but his Armadyl Godsword is carrying him strong through this right now. Very well used, and it's paying off.
Yeah, it proves that, that risk-taking, using that AGS to try and get some big hits in despite it being a bit of a slower weapon. In that fight particularly, that gave parB the advantage. Monni was leading for the first half of the fight, I think. Slightly up on food. His AGS specs weren't too good, but parB, that AGS is what won that fight, in my opinion. He hit a 70, a 2, I think. He hit a 50. He swung a 50 at the end for the KO. His AGS is on fire. I'd like to get myself one to go PKing with, get myself a few extra loots, Adam.
Right, you can see why nobody's really using the Dragon Claws right now, but at the start, I was quite... The 72 AGS is the second spec. The first spec, I think, was something like a 63, and Monni had around 66 hit points. Had that 72 been, the fight would have been over within 60 seconds there, but a great performance from both there. parB, actually with the 3 anglerfish lead, the 69 hit point lead there, along with the more hit points as well at the time. A good win. Yeah,
well, of course, it is a best of 5, keeping that in mind, so Monni's not out for the count yet. This is the final of the 1v1. We have a tweet coming on right now from Disgusting OSRS, hashtag Team Suomi. Monni will take this 3-0. Well, apologies.
Sorry to disappoint,
my friend. It's currently 1-0 in favor of parB, but thank you for that. We've also got a chat link in the Twitch chat if you want to vote. Who's going to win the $10,000? And currently 87% in favor of Monni, despite being 1-0 down right now. You guys are still rocking him and saying, he can come back, he can fight back from this. He's got the motivation to do it. He's got his Twitch chat backing him. He's live right now. I'm going to say hello to him as well. I believe in him, man. I think he can come back. You never know, but parB really demonstrating his ability there, being a really formidable foe.
Maybe this is how the Finns perform. We just saw fools 1-0 down to leg ends. 2-1 victory.
That's it, yeah.
Monni, 1-0 down to parB. 3-1 victory. We'll have to see it happens, but I'll just say now, if parB manages to get a 2-0 on Monni, the pressure is really on for him. Will he be able to perform better under that pressure, or will it be getting to him? Can he bring this to a 1-1, tie-break it up, and then be able to calm down before the final 2, potentially 3 fights?
Now, of course, there's $10,000 on the line. We have a tweet coming in from @Dan3HitU. This hashtag PvP Championship has been a great success. Hopefully, it's here to stay, and there will be more in the future. Hashtag Pure PvP Championship 2. I would love to see a Pure PvP Championship. I can't take part. I'm 6th defense, but I'd still love to see it. Let's jump into the game. We have 5 seconds left. Monni versus parB, round 2, with Monni losing the first round, parB being 1-0 up.
It looks like neither of them have opted into any gear setups. I think we'll be seeing identical gear, unless maybe it goes 2-0 in favor of parB. Monni might try and switch something up, but the tactic he's used so far has been incredible for the people he's fought before. But this obviously is his toughest fight yet, and this is the one that counts. If he loses this, he will be in 2nd place, forever remembered. And as a content creator, you need the reputation of taking that win.
You can't be staff bashing in this fight, parB. This one matters. You're up 1-0, but still, Aegis Spec coming in potentially for 0. Unfortunately, the RNG not in there as well as last fight. The double Aegis Spec, he's waiting for the prey melee to change, and he decides he's not going to change, so he goes for the range hit instead. But Monni being very quick to change his prayers too, and not get faked out. Currently just trading hits for hits, both on very, very similar HP, both got full spec left. Oh, sorry, parB's used a spec now. Monni has a slight advantage having 2 specs left in as well. That damage output can be as great as a 72 as we saw earlier, or it can be as little as a 0. And, you know, with those chances, they really do matter, because that's like 3-4 food that you're using up in exchange for 1 spec.
Yeah, I really like the maneuvers that parB actually does. When he has a Monni frozen and he's actually stepping underneath, I love how he steps diagonally, manually, and then attacks the player. I believe you lose a tiny bit of time doing this, which could allow Monni to potentially catch a freeze or a bolt if he's spam clicking the player, but it negates any melee Monni may be doing. If he has the God Sword out, he's lost his Arcane Spirit Shield defense bonus as well in the sacrifice, and he can trade 0 damage, parB potentially getting a free hit if Monni does opt in for the melee. Right now, quite a lot of splashes, but a 30 bolt from Monni to potentially put him in a hit point lead here.
Yeah, he's taking off his helmet as well to try and get those extra freezes in, and it's worked for him. Managed to get the freeze, walk underneath. Monni is performing like an absolute champion right now. You can tell he really, really wants this, being 1-0 down. 50 AGS spec from Monni in full Armadillo. Very lucky to hit that, because obviously Armadillo has a negative attack bonus, but regardless, he's doing really well. Now using actually parB's thing against him. Oh, 43, changed the spec at the wrong time. Oh my gosh, Monni's on an absolute roll right now, completely just decimating parB. He's down to 10 food, he's up 5 food. If Monni can keep this up, he can potentially grab back a win.
Yeah, those AGS damages coming in then. Obviously, we saw parB do it in the first fight with even bigger hits, but that was the difference between parB winning that fight and Monni obviously losing it. This is now switched around, and now Monni has got the AGS specs and is now in the damage.
Yeah, Monni right now going for Aegis spec, or the swing at least, and he does have a lot of food left. As you can see in inventory, he's only used 2 anglerfish so far, whereas I believe parB is down most of his supplies. He only has less than half left right now. So Monni's still rocking that high range attack bonus, switching actually into the robes there to try and have the Aegis swing. Unfortunately, a 0 with it though. And the next barrier is really going to count, but both catching freezes there, I believe. 25 Aegis spec, very nicely done by Monni there. Having the prey melee on at the perfect tick. He's not going to let this slide now. He's in the win right here. He looks like he's going to win. He's up 4 food. He's got to keep this up to concrete this 1-1 victory.
parB is doing very, very well right now, actually getting the correct attacks in. He is getting rewarded quite well on Monni's protection prayers, getting a few of them wrong. I noticed a big barrage there and a big bolt right now, but I don't think parB has took any damage in the next like 20 or 30 seconds of the fight, apart from the 21 he just took then. But other than that, Monni's taking quite a lot of damage. Frozen in place there as well. Another staff bash though, 2 in a row from parB right now. That's quite a bit of lost damage. Luckily, Monni was eating, so he couldn't do anything in that situation, but now he has a hit point lead.
Yeah, right now, obviously, just sitting about, trying to change the prayers. Obviously, it is just a mind game, isn't it? Trying to make sure your opponent is in the wrong prayer. But Monni's doing so fantastically. Always, you know, seeing those melee Aegises coming in, the barrages coming in. He's doing an exceptional effort of tanking all these hits right now. And parB using his method the whole way through the tournament, standing underneath. As you see there, Monni actually selected him, but he standing underneath twice. As a result, 6 Aegis spec, again, really nice done by Monni there, trying to take too much damage. Although saying that, it is currently 8 food versus 8 food, with Monni having 4 anglerfish, 4 brews, parB having 4 anglerfish and 3 brews.
The fight is extremely close right now. The AGS coming in quite strong for Monni at the start, very strong for parB in the last fight. Can Monni take this win purely on what the Armadillo Godsword is doing? A lot of people are not really noticing the Godsword's going in against the mage and the range. That's what most people are focusing right now, but the Godsword could be the difference in the amount of food. A 31 barrage going on to Monni, a 34 bolt going on to Monni. He is getting the 18 bolt through the prayer. parB camping the range, hitting very strong right now. 27 return from Monni, but a lot of supplies just chucked there. parB must be very happy right now with the hits coming in Both players frozen.
In terms of spec as well, Monni has 50% right now, so he has got a chance of KO. He has got a chance to kind of bring this back. He was leading a several food advantage, but right now, parB is saying, no, I've won the first round. I'm going to make this a 3-0 victory. AGS coming out, but Monni just taking so much damage right now. Has to put parB melee there. Doesn't want to get AGS spec'd out and lose with 4 food remaining. He needs to catch his next freeze. It's so crucial for him. If parB gets this, it might be all over for Monni. Have to wait and see. 60% spec left. Monni's going to go in for that spec any time now. I can imagine on robes as well will be really, really critical for him. If he can get his AGS spec off, it will be crucial in allowing him to equalize this fight. But currently parB giving him nothing. Hit the 24 pre-prayer. Got the Aegis out. Is he going to go for it? parB has prey range up right now. There we go. Monni down 2. 3 brews left by the looks of things. And parB down 2. 2 anglerfish and 2 brews. Very, very close right now. This fight is got barely anything in it. The Aegis swing going in there from parB. Monni getting the premium up just in time.
Yeah, both players coming up to a spec, actually. Monni with one. Although Monni has not actually delved too much into his potions. The brews haven't expired too much, but he still has a 3-dose ranging potion and a 3-dose super combat, which means he may have been doing a lot of this fight unpotted, whereas parB is just about to potentially use his final doses here.
Ooh.
AGS spec there from Monni hitting the 51. Very, very needed with this fight being 50-50. If parB's AGS retaliates with only a 0, it's going to be quite bad again. It could be higher than a 51. We'll see a 25 barrage traded for a 26 barrage. This fight is very close. The damage being equal on both sides.
Yeah, parB right now actually has just hit 50% special attack. He's going to retaliate right now. He currently has a 0 AGS spec. Very unfortunate, very well played by Monni there, taking his helmet off for that extra mage damage, but unfortunately losing some defense bonus, getting hit at 22 through prayer by parB. parB barraging a 14. Monni down to barely any food. Oh, the 18 Aegis swing through prayer though. Monni did very well not to risk that too much. Another 7. He saw the Aegis coming, put on prey melee, and he's doing very, very good job of this. parB down to 1 supply left. He's got his anglerfish. That's all he has. No offensive potions. Monni, on the other hand, has 2 offensive potions left. He has 3 doses of brew. It is so close to call right now. I have no idea who's got the upper hand. Obviously, Monni at 40%. He could easily get a spec back any second now, and that could be the difference between hitting a 70, taking out all that last bit of food, and you know, hitting a 0 and not having any chance at all.
Yeah, right now, parB 23 on parB here. He still has the anglerfish, but he did have a hit point advantage until that 23 actually came in. Right now, with Monni trying to catch this freeze, which he does, can he get the death dart? Can he utilize it to his advantage right now? Is he going to use that anglerfish to heal up? He does. He's just exerted his final piece of food. So this is parB right now. Therefore, the hit points are... Monni still actually has a dose of brew, but no restore left. Is he going to push into that? Because potentially, will the Blitz win him it? Because if he brews, he has no restore to do it. 25 AGS there on the Ancestral, but the protection from melee. And now it looks like parB has the death dart.
Well, parB down to 40 hit points right now. No food remaining either. 50 HP for Monni as well. Very, very even right now. No food in it. It just all comes down to these last few switches. Get a really nice 10 damage there. Not great, but I mean, it'll do. 11 as well. Monni's just keeping up the prey range right now, trying not to get hit too much. But AGS swing coming in from parB, fake it in, made Monni obviously change his prez right there, which is really crucial. This next freeze will really matter. Now obviously parB getting hit at 20 there. Monni, great call there, standing underneath. He's got no hit point length. It's 8 versus 28. parB has got the Aegis out. Put back on the ACB. What's he going for? Monni's just collecting himself, thinking, what can I do? Trade hit. Oh, Monni didn't actually hit there. I think that was a 0 from parB, though.
Monni has actually used his brew. He's brewed down right now. He cannot use the Ice Barrage spell. He can use Blood Blitz, and he can use Blood Barrage.
Oh.
Is it going to pay off for him?
Oh,
the 49 swing back. Monni takes it to 1-1.
Wow.
And is not in the 2-0 victory with the 49 swing. I believe he was brewed down. The Super Combat Potion may have been used. A fantastic one. The 0 in...
I can't believe how close that was.
Of parB, and then Monni retaliates with the 49. That was a coin flip.
That's ridiculous.
And Monni won.
That is the closest fight.
Fantastic.
That's the closest fight so far, even closer than your fight that you had, I must say. About the same, actually died in the same tick pretty much. But actually, parB had the PID there. He had the first hit on the same tick. He hit first, as you said, got the 0, and Monni retaliated with that 49. What a way to finish that fight up as well. It was so close at the end there. I couldn't tell which way it was going. It came down to his Aegis specs and every last bit of detail, chucking up the redemption. But obviously, yeah, Monni retaliating. He's saying, no, I'm not going down 3-0. I'm taking one back first. Let's see who actually is the best 5v5 champion. I want this 10k just as much as you. We'll have to see where it goes. Sorry, 1v1. That's 5v5.
I absolutely loved, and I really would like to see how Monni's decision-making and his thought process was as he decided to sacrifice his offensive stats to drink that final dose of brew. I believe he won with around 11 hit points remaining. If he didn't drink that brew, he would have actually lost that fight, I believe. But that must have been a crucial decision, which won him the fight. And even to be rewarded with a 49 AGS, the max being 53, brewed down. Maybe had a super combat left over there, but another great fight. Monni winning winning just by the slither when parB had the good AGS specs in the first fight, Monni with the second.
I've got to give Monni credit for the way that he was kind of changing his prayers and predicting all of parB's hit. I saw it time and time again. parB would swing that AGS, one ticket. Monni couldn't see it coming, but he knew it was mind games. And there we go. That was when the final hit came in. Fortunately for Monni, he got hit at 0 by parB, tanked it like the Finnish beast that he is, and then finished parB with that 49 KO.
Hey, the chat is, I mean, that's around 87%, I think, rooting for Monni right now. Happy to see that we're in 1-1. We are guaranteed at least 2 more games. Personally, I want to see 3 here, but this next fight, can Monni, like I said, the finish, do they sacrifice the game at the start and then bring the heat?
I mean, we've got to wait and see, I guess. Don't forget, guys, if you want to talk to us, hashtag PvP Championship. Let us know on Twitter what you're up to. If you're enjoying the stream and such, hopefully there'll be more PvP Championships like this one in the future as well. So far this weekend, I've had an absolutely exceptional time. It's been a lot of fun, loads and loads of content. So far, though, the 1v1 has been my most anticipated fight. I'm so happy that we're getting cards together, and it's just been such an amazing experience so far.
I'm just super happy with how everything's gone out as well. I'd actually be very, very curious, though, how this PvP tournament could have gone if a lot of these favorites were not knocked out in just the qualifying brackets, you know. Like, there were so many people that were being rooted for to go through who got knocked out early. The brackets, I believe, I don't think anyone would have put Monni against parB in the final. And right now, 1-1, they're both going for this right now. Who is going to take this to 2-1?
Of course, it is a $10,000 prize pool for the winner, so make sure that Monni can keep up the heat. 1-1 right now, equalized it. He could come back and completely finish it off. Don't forget, guys, as well, these tournament worlds are actually live in game right now. If you remember, come hop in, get yourself in full whatever gear you want, rocking the full offensive range tank bonus like Armadil, rep him, rep Monni, sorry. Go into the portal, go find some fights. Clanning is so fun in here. But yeah, I can't wait to see the next fight. What do you think is going to go? Do you reckon Monni's going to win or parB's going to take this one?
I'd say parB's win off the first fight was definitely better than Monni's win that fight. That one was down to the coin flip, and a lot of luck definitely played into Monni's favor there. I'm going to go with what I said before. I'm going to believe this is how the Finns play RuneScape. 2-1 Monni.
Let's go. Jumping right into the game right now, into the action. Monni sitting in the corner, snake in the grass, slowly moving his way to parB to catch that first freeze. Can he catch it? Oh, fortunately for him, he did catch it, but unfortunately, so did parB. Now it's just a barrage fight. No one changing their styles, just barraging each other. Interesting.
Is this just the mind games, or is there any armor switches?
Have they decided?
Neither of them are actually taking off their armor or switching to the armadil and changing things around. There we go. Monni goes in and gets a bolt on the Premage. 24 traded for, I think, a higher than 30s there. This fight's going quite well. Is anyone going to make a mistake at the start and potentially get KO'd with the hit points running a bit low? It looks like, obviously, parB has decided to re-heal himself back up to full. The imbued heart bonus is now gone, whereas Monni has not touched his bruise, still has his imbued heart right now. Let's see how they do this.
So now, again, the tactic of Monni moving underneath, making sure he can get hits off without trading them. 16 through the right prayer. AGS spec 11. He took his pro for a second there. parB, that was a big mistake, but fortunately for him, only hitting 11. Oh, retaliates with a 35 as well. Monni taking quite a bit of damage there. Is forced to get back up, has to stop putting on the pressure. And now the game's changed. parB now throws on him, but unfortunately for him, hit a 0 on Monni's pro melee. Again, like I said before, Monni's doing so well to predict these hits. Always seems to get that AGS in. Just, you know, knows exactly how parB wants to play. And parB, again, being denied of those AGS hits.
Yeah, the fight is the mind games. They've obviously just had 2 fights against each other. They may be able to start sort of understanding the play style. I saw both players get froze there, but luckily for Monni, actually, his freeze had not quite expired yet, which is why he's not frozen in place yet. parB must have unfroze just a fraction earlier, giving Monni this slight advantage. Can he utilize it again, or will parB's overhead be just as good as Monni's in predicting the attack styles?
So right now we have 60% spec for both members. One coming out, nope, just a swing, hitting a 0 on Monni. Monni down to 11 food, parB at 13. Moving away here, trying to catch that freeze. Does he catch it? Yes, looks like he's caught it, taking off the helmet again, taking the helmet off just to get that increased mage damage, not falling for the little trick there, the little mind games, and Monni's still trying to be in this to win this. Monni down to 11 food. He has 4 whole brews left though, obviously healing 64 hit points each. parB, on the other hand, is down 1 brew, so a slightly disadvantage there.
Yeah, again, we're back into this long-range fight, but as we saw from the start when they were both frozen apart, they decided not to actually change their attack style, and either they were predicting the other player to either like put the protection for range on and try and get the big mage out, but that one they're actually switching quite a lot between the range and main. Two huge barrages between the two of them again. They're frozen apart, and they're again back into the mind games here. What can happen? Can parB's mage accuracy really hit through Monni's mage defense? And can Monni hit through parB's range defense?
Well, I'm still waiting for this last spec to come out, though, for 80% spec. Just waiting for it to fly out and try and hit a huge damage. parB here, going to faking maybe? Yep, faking and successfully faking. Actually, Monni not able to get his prey range on top that time. But fortunately for him, he did tank the 0. And now we're just seeing, like I said before, mind games. Monni again, moving underneath, having to try and guess what to hit. But unfortunately for him, didn't go for the mage hit. Again, parB staying with that. 0 AGS spec, very, very unfortunate there. Obviously, he can hit max of 72, I believe, in this gear. So could have been a lot more damage output for him.
Yeah, I would see anything now, but again, Monni did actually put the AGS spec down on parB's Dark Leg, so therefore parB could be thanking that tank gear that he decided to say. He has caught the freeze. Monni retaliates straight away. They're stuck next to each other now. The difference of being frozen next to each other is like this, is the God Swords are also a viable weapon. There are 3 attack styles that need to be predicted. Monni straight away with the 34 AGS there, showing that it can be used in this situation.
Monni sitting on 50% spec still at 0, unfortunately that time round though, on the prey range. Could be very nice. And at 26, gets prey melee up. Oh no, Monni's taking way too much damage right now. The 32, is he going to start panic brewing? AGS spec coming in. Oh, that was such an important freeze for him. parB stopped in his tracks as he's coming in for the AGS swing. Looking like he's got 100% spec too. He wants to use it up as fast as he can. That's 2 special attacks he's got. Whereas Monni's sitting on the same amount of food, only 1 special attack left. This long range battle continues. It's just a game of mind games basically, where they're trying to change their prayers, trying to guess what their other opponents using style-wise, and it's just a very much a to and fro. Both sitting on very, very similar food right now. Actually, Monni's used his brews, so no longer has the bonus of the imbued heart anymore. 36 bolt. Oh my god, into the AGS. Oh my god, if that was a misclick from Monni there, it could have been the KO right then and there.
Yeah, Monni before, I would love to know if he actually knew perfectly what he was doing. Again, he caught that barrage right then at 53 being traded onto Monni there. The incorrect prayer parB with a bit of a retaliation there. Bolts the 0 on the protect from melee. But Monni earlier had only 60 or so hit points, and he was in his ancestral when he caught the freeze onto parB, who was just a fraction of a couple squares away with the Armored God Sword out. Monni could have lost to a KO right there, but I really wonder if he actually reacted purely off seeing the XP drop on his freeze, knowing that parB could not get to him with that God Sword, and he knew he was safe.
Well, Monni now brewed up to full HP. You know, he's relocated himself. He's got 114 sitting on the green bar, taking it very slow, deciding what he's got to do, thinking about it, going for barrages. parB right now sitting on 60% spec. He has got a chance of KOing Monni. Monni being very careful, actually tanking a lot of hits right now, very lucky for him, getting a hit on the right prayer, but unfortunately hitting a 0. Again, bit of a trade-off. Next freeze is really, really important now for both players. Monni taking off the helmet as well for the extra mage bonus. Unfortunately, doesn't help with his defense, but he managed to catch the freeze as well, and both members now just doing a long-range battle once more. Monni sitting on 30% spec, parB on 60. Monni might get the extra spec back at this rate, but parB is down to 0 food, green bar. Monni has turned this around. He has 5 doses of brew left, sitting on green bar. There's not much in it right now. Once more, a really close fight. Coming they just swing, unfortunately a 4, and also Monni getting the prey melee right in time there. Really crucial for him. He's got 3 food left. parB going for the Aegis spec again. The second time now, Monni's frozen him in his tracks, saving himself. Switch the Aegis there. Will parB fall for it? Nope. Kept the prey range up. Very clever tactic there. It's all about the mind games. AGS swing. He's got a spec left. Can parB utilize it properly? Monni only has prey range up. So
nothing happening right now. It's the 0 that was very much needed for parB, who is falling behind in this fight. Monni with a lot of food. I wonder if he can get the read onto parB though to work out if he actually has rendered him out of food. The health bar as well, being full green, makes your opponent look very healthy. You can't actually see the inventory, so he doesn't actually know, or does he know, if his opponent's out of food, and can he finish off this fight right now? It's changing a lot in the favor of parB with who will win. It started, I believe, 87% in favor of Monni to win this game. It has now changed to 80% in favor of Monni, 20% for parB. Monni going very low. He's about to use his final pieces of food. The final dose of brew is gone. He's a super combat potion, 50% special attack. Can parB, 53 hit points, do this against 80? The 0, that could have been the end of the fight right there had the 53 come in.
Well, parB's got 4% spec right now. He's got to hope that he gets that extra bit. There's nothing in it right now. 45 versus 39 HP. Monni does have 2 doses of Sanfu Serum. parB has 3, and right now, moving to the middle, next freeze is so important, and fortunately for parB, he catches it. Can he step underneath in time? No! Monni got the freezer swallowed. No! He has gone underneath. Right, Monni's got no spec here. parB's got a spec 0! Very well executed by Monni, putting the prem up just in time there. Able to very, very nicely to detect that. Anyway, Monni down to 37, parB down to 18. So, nothing in it right now. parB trying his best to try and get their AGS off, but Monni, again, for like the 5 millionth time today, putting that premium up just in time. Really well played by him. Monni now running south, trying to catch that freeze. Can he catch it? 11, beautiful. Can he finish him off? 7, that takes it 2-1 to Monni. Oh my gosh, the Finnish PKer has done it.
There we go, Monni again with such a close fight. I was checking the opponent's inventories there for the Sanfu serums, wondering if it was going to go down to the redemptions. I think he actually got the kill with a 7 there, meaning the hit before. Maybe parB could have pulled the redemption off had he actually managed to do it. But Monni, again, such a close fight. And he is 1 win away from $10,000 and shocking everybody that has been asking why he was invited to this tournament, performing so well. 2-1 on parB.
Again, parB is actually relying on the AGS a lot in these fights, and unfortunately for him, in that one particularly, it didn't really pay off. Monni having that mind game strategy, you know, putting out the Premier League, knowing parB's strategy of doing that. Is he going to mix it up next game? Potentially. But so far, I mean, that was such a close fight again. There's nothing really in it between these two players. It's coming down to the last, like, 20 hit points on both halves.
Definitely, most definitely. My prediction before was a 2-1 in favor of Monni. parB to get a KO to make this the equalizing 2-2, and then the final battle for who can take that final win right there. But Monni performing fantastically. parB, obviously, we cannot shut him down at all. It's also performing spectacularly to be going toe-to-toe. But currently, he is in the losing seat. He cannot let Monni take this win, or it is all over for parB, who I believe is representing Lemon, as Monni is representing the Finns, who is actually clanless.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, this has been an absolute, like, exciting journey. I mean, every single fight is just so close. It is a best of 5. They're both still in it. It can change around. If parB gets this next win, it will come down to the 5th game, which would just be unbelievable to see in the final of the PvP Championships in the 1v1. $10,000 up for grabs here. Don't forget, guys, you can tweet us, hashtag PvP Champions. Let us know what you're doing at home. Oh my god, can't believe that. I'm about to jump into another one. I think parB is going to have to, you know, get those AGS swings off to really utilize that tactic, because right now he's hitting lots of zeros. We have a tweet coming in from Myers Nizstril. That ending was insane. Oh my god, good job, Monni. This has been the most amazing, intense I've ever hashtag PvP Championship. What? Oh, 1v1 ever. It's like an M on the screen. Sorry, I can't read.
Yeah, this is the fights we've been waiting for, when it's the battle of the two people that have already beaten all of the opposition beforehand. They've not just jumped into this to fight each other in a best of 5. They have beaten opponents beforehand, and constantly, even in best of 1s, you need to just bring it all at one go, put it all out there, and do the best you can. And Monni has gone through opponents manked up mage. He's gone through Wiggled. He's gone through, I think it was, I know John. He also beat Andre. He's gone through John, and finally, he is going through parB right now. I just forgot his name.
But at the same time, I mean, parB's had some very difficult fights too. He beat Celestica Lugia, who's from the Pure community, I believe. An insanely good hybrid. He beat Cyber Cancer, who is obviously one of the Rockbarids who have taken home the 20 versus 20 championship. He also beat Deeble, another very fantastic opponent, who was obviously one of the Pure Brids brought into the game. Anyway, with that being said, guys, we're going to jump straight into this. This is the 4th round, I believe, currently 2-1 in Monni's favor.
Let's get a hashtag PvP Championships. Do you believe this is going to go 3-1, or will this be 2-2? Make sure you tweet immediately so you can win absolutely nothing.
Well, Monni going in right now, moving in with the first freeze against parB. Who can catch it? Monni and parB exchanging hits there. Unfortunately for him, though, parB that is, he's getting hit at 20 through his prayer, and Monni's just putting down the pain train. Although saying that, parB going round, hitting the 34 on the Prey Mage. Oh, Blood Barrage is being utilized right here, just to get a little bit more damage and try and heal himself up a little bit more as well.
Yeah, right now, the fight again, the long-range battles, his freeze could come in and potentially give someone, it looks like parB has been frozen. 35 there. It looked like Monni was going to go for the Armored God, so I don't think parB actually put Pre-Melee up. That could have been the end of the fight quickly. Remember, if Monni KOs parB right now, that's $10,000, and I would love to see that reaction. If you get the KO, that you know when it's done, you've just won $10,000. A 40 through the Protect from melee there. Very nice. And his spec is now automatically recharging here. Oh, parB retaliates with a 0. His AGS is falling off in the most crucial fight of his entire tournament right now. Monni controlling with the damage right now.
Yeah, barrage after barrage hitting. Another 30 AGS spec. Monni's on an absolute roll right now after winning the last 2 matches in a row. He just wants to keep going. He wants to take this money home. $10,000 on the line, obviously. parB used a spec. Unfortunately for him, his AGS again hitting a 0. Not quite strong enough. Now Monni leading with a free food advantage, I believe. parB needs to catch the next freeze. If he doesn't catch it, he doesn't have a chance to try and bring this back again. parB's inventory-wise, he's used some brews up, which means that his imbued heart has no longer an effect, which means the mage hits against his direct plate legs as well from Monni is going to be really, really big. Monni, on the other hand, having the 4 brews left. Currently, just a bit of a death dot, trying his best to try and take damage, trying to hit damage without taking any in return.
Yeah, right now, obviously, Monni with the advantage at the start. parB has the pressure on him right now because he needs to get this win to bring it to 2-2, and then even then he has to beat Monni back-to-back to bring this, but Monni in control with the freeze here. The Blood Barrage, he's looking extremely healthy as well. He hasn't touched his brews. His magic will be strong. The Direct Plate legs do not have 42 bolt retaliation, definitely needed for parB, and that's great to put him back in this one.
Although saying that, Monni's still trying his best not to use any of those brews, trying to keep that imbued heart up as much as he can. Really utilising the mage, more so than we haven't seen in any of his preliminary rounds. He's doing really well now. He needs to catch his freeze. Unfortunately, though, getting hit a 34 in exchange for a 29. Can he step under? Can he start doing a lot more damage? He can. He currently has 11 food advantage versus parB's 9. Spec-wise as well, he has 30% spec, almost gone over recharge, whereas parB has 80% spec. parB right now going for the spec, but unfortunately for him, Monni running away. Beautiful tactic there, catching the freeze, but not really doing much damage. And parB right now chasing him as fast as he can. He needs to catch a freeze as well, and Monni just not letting him get anywhere near him, staying away, and taking off the helmet once more to try and utilize that extra mage defense bonus. Unfortunately for him, though, he does get frozen back, and now we've got another range and mage war.
Yeah, it's very dangerous there. Monni's hit points running quite low, but obviously parB was quite adamant on attempting to try and get that actual freeze there. Again, the freezes can control fights. When it was retaliated, it's just pure mind games on who can get the correct attack styles on the wrong prize or on the right gear. Also, we've seen the bolts are actually quite effective on Ancestral, even if the player's protecting from range. I've seen a 24 through the prayer there. parB's AGS, I was going to say, when Monni's health was running low, running away, I thought parB could pull that Armor of God out, potentially take him out. If he was camping the robes, he was going for the freeze, the low slash defense of the Ancestral. Huge barrage there from parB, and now in a close combat fight.
So spec-wise again, Monni has 50% spec. He has a chance to KO. He's leading parB. No, never mind. parB's brought it back. parB was before down a bit of food, but now Monni is trying to come back out, and he's got 6 food left. AGS spec 0 for an AGS spec 13. That trade-off, not much in it, to be honest. And now both players have 0% special attack. Monni's inventory, though, he is looking at 4 brews, which is huge for him. Means he's still got that mage bonus, which can really do a lot of damage against the direct legs, and he's utilizing that to his best advantage. Now stepping underneath, trying to get some free hits off. parB retaliating with the range as well. parB sitting on 3 of his brews used, so I'd say that Monni actually has a slight advantage here in terms of supplies.
Yeah, right now as well, competing with 4 full dose brews in your inventory must be such a nice thing to be able to see every time you're going for the switch. The confidence on Monni's side, he knows he can perform right now. parB might need to pull something out quite strong here. He needs to get some damage. It looks like it's in favor of Monni right now, damage-wise, I believe, but this fight is far from over. Can this go down to the wire? Can parB bring it back? He has the hit point advantage right now. He's got the freeze advantage. He's doing very, very well.
Well, now Monni's strategy right now is just to trade hits. You can see he's seeing this full range attack. He knows he's got that higher offensive damage. Catching the freeze here is really important for him. He caught it. Now it's just range again versus mage. He knows he can deal a lot of damage in this gear. And right there, hitting an 18 on the right prayer from parB. parB bring right up, sitting on full hit points. He has 3 anglerfish left, 1 brew dose. And compared to Monni, who has 2 anglerfish and 2 brews left, it's very, very close. Barely anything again in this fight. Monni may regain his spec just before parB does, which might mean the additional little advantage there to close off this fight. I mean, he wins the $10,000. Of course, this is the 4th round. It's currently 2-1 to Monni. This is where it all matters, where it comes down to. Can parB bring it back?
Yeah, parB just used his final dose of brew and is actually range potted for the rest of this fight. Monni, again, always has quite a lot of his offensive potions left. He's sat on 2 anglerfish. Now he's going into the brews. His health running very, very low now. Neither player has a special attack right now. Monni's will actually recharge first, and he will have a super combat for that. parB, I believe, is brewed down and has no super combat potion. Both players are frozen apart from each other right now, and they're in, again, another range and mage battle.
So Monni down to 2 of his anglerfish, none of his brews left. parB down to 3 anglerfish, a 1 anglerfish lead. He was lagging behind this whole fight, but now he's come back, and he's going to say to Monni, you know what, I'm not going down that easily. It's going to be a 2v2. Let's go to the 5th round, boys. So Monni, 40% spec, parB, 40% spec. Monni very close to getting that extra recharge coming in. Will that be the difference in getting that KO? He's got 50%. He's going to utilize it. He's been waiting for it. He's been looking at spec bar, hoping that it comes in quickly. He's got to utilize it before parB does, obviously, because that's a huge amount of damage bonus he can potentially get. Monni right now sitting still on his 2 anglerfish, whereas parB has no food left, sitting on 75 hit points. Spec coming out. He has 1 spec versus 1 spec. Monni chucks on the prey melee. Saw it coming. Unfortunately for him, though, on the prey range, hits only an 11 for a 13 trade. It's no food versus no food. 83 versus 64 HP. It's coming right down to the last little bit here. 40 AGS from Monni. Oh my gosh. Can he do it? Can he bring home the $10,000? Can he catch this freeze on parB? Oh, parB walks underneath, and parB's doing a great job of doing so. It's 26 HP. Oh my gosh. Monni's down to 55. parB's down to 25. He has 6 HP left. Monni has 37. There's 1 hit in it. He redemption prayers the perfect time. Back up to 30. Down to 12. Back onto redemption prayer. Monni now has to do some damage. 21, and he takes it home. Monni has won the 1v1 championship. $10,000 grand prize.
Congratulations to Monni. 600 days spent streaming, top 10 PKF for sure. I'm saying #1 PKF for sure right now. And Jagex did not invite you to the tournament. Well, they have now. Monni, congratulations. $10,000, the first individual content creator, solo player to win a huge prize. I'm extremely proud of you myself. I really, really am. So congratulations again. Well played. The Finns taking 2 titles today.
20K for Finland.
20K for Finland being spammed in game right now. Congratulations. Suomi Pekeli, Toril Tavatan 6-1.
So that was a 3-1 win for him there. parB needed to win that fight to make it 2-2 to equalize to go for a 5th match, but Monni wasn't having any of it. He lost the first game, then came back strong, scoring that hat-trick, winning 3 in a row, and shutting parB down completely. Monni, I guess the fan favorite as well from the polls, 80% in favor. You guys were saying he was going to win. He's done it for you guys. He's won $10K. I believe we will be interviewing very shortly.
Oh, absolutely incredible to see that. I'd like to say congratulations to all of the winners today. I believe Reign of Terror won the 20 versus 20 tournaments. We've obviously had Fools win the 5v5, and Monni bringing the 1v1 tournament in his favor, defeating everybody from there. The interview will be going underway shortly. I predicted it.
Yeah,
I said it's how the Finns do it. They let you have a win. They just sat back like, you know what? Have a win on the board. No problem. Okay, time to bring it. Monni, we'll be catching up with him in just now.
So, Monni, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you doing, my Kappa Pride friend?
Well, I'm doing very well. I'm like 10K richer, and you can call me #1 PK. now.
Oh, damn. So, we have a question for you. What does winning this tournament mean to you?
Oh, it means me a lot, dude. Well, I raked it on Twitter because I didn't get invited for this tournament. So I had a lot of pressure to be good in this. And no, I won this.
Yeah, you proved yourself that you were definitely worth the invite.
Yeah, I just want to say personally, Monni, congratulations. I really hope you do another Abyssal Whip grind or a Deadman tournament. Some of the favorite thing I've seen, but to take this title as someone, you said it yourself, all you do is stream the player killing, and you just won a PvP tournament. Incredible. Just want to ask quickly, are you representing any teams in this tournament, or are you running completely alone right now?
I'm just alone. I don't like teams. I'm solo picker, and I'm good with that.
That is why I'm so happy to hear that,
Well,
mate.
you're also representing Finland, obviously. A lot of Finnish players in the Twitch chat are very happy with your win there.
Torille. Torille. 6-1.
Another question for you, mate. What makes you the best tribrid in the game? Is it the click speed, or is it reading your opponent's moves?
Well, I'm really slow with the switches, but I can see what the opponent is using. I use my smart brains, I see what he's gonna use, and that's it.
Yeah, mind games, man, I agree.
Oh man, brilliant. I mean, I'm quite curious because we had some practice against each other. For some reason, I think it was like 8-3 in favor of me in practice. Like, how did that happen? And you just come and won the whole tournament. Like, that's incredible to see. I'm actually quite curious with the bracket you actually had. You were up against a lot of content creators, starting obviously with Manked Up Mage, moving on to Wiggled, John, Andre, and finally parB. Was there anybody in this tournament that you did not actually want to face up against?
Well, yes, Andre. I was 100% sure that I can't beat Andre, but he had so bad RNG that I won him, so...
Ah, yeah, but you did actually meet up with Andre, and you did actually manage to beat him, so congratulations there again.
Another question for you, mate. This is, I guess, a question. Would you describe your play style as aggressive, or do you prefer to play things safe? Maybe I can reference in the Crystal Bow AGSer at level 50 Wilderness.
Well, yeah, I'm aggressive. I don't care about low hit points. I just want to keep my stats high and fuck it.
Yeah, man, exactly. You want to just go for it.
I hate safe eating.
Yeah, I want to ask you quickly, obviously, using that mindset in a game mode, well, in a 1v1 where you fight to the death. Obviously, when you keep your hit points low and you're keeping your stats high, do you use that to advantage to get as much damage off as possible?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good to see. How did you prepare for this tournament? Because originally you weren't in it, and obviously you were quite upset about that, but then obviously you've been put in it, and you have I'm pretty sure, depending how the next one is, you've solidified a spot definitely in the next PvP tournament. I'd like to see if you could take it 2 in a row whenever it comes back, but how did you prepare?
Well, I was playing like Osu, I'm Booster, PvP practice at Wilderness, like fucking 10 hours every day, like 2 weeks in a row, so...
So you definitely deserve the win then.
Can I ask what your high score and aim booster is?
It's low. I play different. I play the practice.
Oh, the Wakata. Yep, I've got it.
Yeah.
Got another question for you, Monni. Obviously, seeing as you now are crowned the best hybrid in the game, what advice do you have to new players trying to learn to hybrid or tribrid, or how do they get into it?
Yo, use these PvP worlds. I mean, tournament worlds. They are so great to train. It's free and it's fun, so do it. We need more people in the wilderness, so make it happen.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, the PvP tournaments are open right now. You can jump in, max stats, you can get your gear sorted, and you can just fight anyone you want to.
Yeah, so as a content creator, winning a PvP tournament, reflecting the content you do on Twitch, what are you expecting? What are we expecting to see from you in the future?
Well, more player killing a lot every day.
That's what we like to hear.
Definitely. I've got one last question.
I got one as well.
I've asked this earlier today. Do you believe Finnish PKers are the best PKers?
Well, there is 2 Finnish winners, so yes, what do you think? Of course.
We like to hear. Again, I just want to quickly mention as well, Monni obviously is a live streamer too. I just think we should mention that too. His Twitch channel is twitch.tv/Monni. If you want to go check out a bunch of, PvP Deep Wilderness content, if you want to see the best Brit in the game going at it, make sure you follow him. I believe you're live right now.
Yeah.
There we go then. Well, congratulations once more for the $10,000 grand prize.
Thank you.
That's awesome, man.
Congratulations. I'm very, very proud of you. I was like sort of underdog rooting for you. I tweeted out earlier that I wanted you to win it just to see the whole turnaround, the whole community copy and paste in the 600 days thing. You've just come and no one can say anything anymore because you can back everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even believe this happened. I'm so...
Well, you performed well. You really were. You really deserve it as well, especially the PvP one. But you've proven that you've deserved it as well, beating everybody before you.
Yeah. Do you have any last final words, Monni, that you wanna end with? You wanna tell the stream or go out with?
Please, more wilderness updates, please.
Damn, so selfless. He could plug his own Twitch channel. There is a poll for free-to-play, TB and PvP Worlds. Hopefully that passes. But
yeah, torille. Suomalaiset torille.
There you go. Torille.
There we go. Toril Tavatan, Suomi Pekeli 6-1.
Yes,
Monni, our winner of the 1v1 tournament, 3-1 in his favor, $10,000 richer, and crowned the first official 1v1 champion. Again, congratulations. You are our grand final winner.
Thank you, boys.
Take it easy, man. Have a great evening. Enjoy the $10,000. Don't get too drunk.
Never.
All right, have a good one, man. Take it easy.
See you later, mate. Oh, absolutely! I'm so happy for him. Just, if I had to look over the entire bracket.